Let's talk market research. This question has come up twice in the last like 12 hours, so we're going to cover it up right now. Had a couple of occasions in the last 12 hours where students are looking at a market and then they're running a research tool, Launchfast in this case, on a specific version of a product in that market, and then being like, oh, well, the data's kind of bad. This probably isn't sellable. At its core, when you were doing product research for a market and you're using keyword-based research for Amazon, you are looking at how do people shop for a thing. You're not looking at a specific product. This is because Amazon, at its core, is built as a search engine. It's not a shopping platform. I know, it's counterintuitive. So if you have a market with a moderate tail keyword that you found that looks like it's a really great market, meets all the metrics, you can differentiate it, you can develop it, that market, in almost every case, is going to be a mixed market. So if you look at a standalone, like a solo market, like cell phone cases, you do a search in Amazon for cell phone case, everything in it is a cell phone case, right? Most markets that people can get into that are new sellers on Amazon in like home and kitchen, toys, home decor, these will be blended markets. So when you have a search term, you will find there's usually a small variety of very similar products with a similar end use or a similar aesthetic or similar whatever it happens to be in that keyword. This is because Amazon uses this keyword research method to determine how people shop for a thing and if that thing converts really well. So if you have 3 different sizes of hockey bag, I don't know, and the overall market looks fantastic. It's a great market, low competition, high revenue per seller, huge market cap. It's baller. It's great. You can differentiate. But then you do product research and you run the numbers on the medium hockey bag and you find, oh, that's crappy. That looks like the best one to run, but the individual market data now doesn't tick some of the boxes. It doesn't matter because you're not looking at medium hockey bag as a market. You're looking at hockey bags as a market. And if that meets all the criteria and it works really well, you don't need to have standalone overall good market data for sub versions of the product. Does that make sense? If I'm not making sense, throw it in the comments. This is a weird concept for people. At its core, you are looking at, when you're doing market research, not a very specific version of a product, because most markets are blended markets with a variety of versions of an offering. You are looking at, with this keyword, how do people search for a thing, and does my offering fit into that, and what's the biggest chunk of revenue I can take from how are people searching for this thing using the keyword they've searched for. I think I made it make sense. If I didn't, you guys tell me. We'll figure it out.